It is widely accepted that life is hard. There is a saying, life sucks and then you die. The whole notion of a joyful existence comes off as a frivolous idea. It may be cool if you are lucky enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth, but it is not realistic. To say that joy is or ought to be your focus sounds nice, but a bit naive. Rather, it would seem more efficient and helpful to focus on abundance, health, or even free energy. Joy may result if those things are in place, but it is not the priority. You cannot isolate emotion from action. How you approach what it is you are doing will affect the outcome for you. You desire sustainable happiness. How does that occur? Why is it that once children reach puberty, they begin to, quote, get serious about life and lose the innocent enthusiasm that comes at birth? What can we do to get that back? The harsh reality of life does not have to be taught. It is something that was given to us to hold us back, restrict our movements, limit our expansion, and minimize our power. The, quote, work ethic was invented by the beings who started the experiment here. Once it was bred into you that you were only as valuable as the work you produced, their goal was easily achieved. We've spoken of this before, and yet the culture of slavery runs so deeply into our society, it sits there as a constant source of angst. To do, every day, for most of your life, something for just one purpose, to, quote, earn a living, as if that was even possible, is an idea that dulls the senses and inhibits the imagination. It is not truth. All beings everywhere do not live like this. Humans do. To change an idea, which is a basic tenet of society, is a challenge that cannot be accomplished with conversation. It must be felt as a result of systemic change. In other words, to remove the work ethic, we must first remove the necessity for money. This elephant story is a good illustration. Before leaving each evening, the trainer tethers the elephant with a chain. One day, the trainer forgets, and upon returning the next morning, discovers the elephant has wrapped the chain around her own leg. She does this, the elephant, because this is the only way she knows how to live without the trainer. If we show her what can happen when she is on her own, without the chain, and then remove it, something different will happen. What can we do to alter our dependence on money? Our life is structured in a way that allows freedom in increments as a direct relation to how much cash you have. The cash in hand comes from the labor of someone. This world is set up in such a way that freedom for one demands freedom for all. We are one. If just part of the population is enslaved, the slavery exists. So, what is necessary for life? Sustenance, a home, clothing, transportation, wellness. These things are part of physical existence. They cost money right now. If you were given a choice between freedom and the possibility of unlimited wealth, which would you choose? There is an idea amongst us that says we can't have both. That freedom necessitates uniformity. That there is only so much stuff, and if we disable the current system, we all would get the same allotment of clothing, living quarters, and food. That mass production will be necessary and will be free, but without much individual difference in our lives. In fact, without much stuff in our lives. Even that idea has its origins in slavery and a desire to keep slavery going. The carrot at the end of the stick is always held there, just beyond reach. It is what pushes you to work harder, the possibility of more. If we decide that it is not more that we want, but enough, without toil, along with the opportunity for creative expression and unlimited expansion, we may turn the work ethic around into something else, equally sustainable, that includes the probability for joy. We are brilliantly, magically, powerfully human, here to create a new way to be. Nothing is beyond us. It will be necessary to look at and alter the mechanics of society to do this. Nikola Tesla was stopped because free energy would have halted the experiment in its tracks. Ideas abound in our ranks. It is the dependence on government that must be changed. And to do that, we'll have to listen to, trust, and support each other. It is the shift from dependence on an outside, more powerful body of people to dependence on ourselves and each other that is the shift mankind must make. We are the ones we've been waiting for.